The engineering process cannot occur if there is not a problem to begin with. Human wellness is a large topic filled with several problems, and the one that can be tackled is the rehabilitation of stroke victims. There are many difficult aspects when dealing with the problem and the creation of a solution. In order to develop a proper solution, it is important to fully understand the problem in every way possible in order to compile an exhaustible list of conceivable options.
In the United States, strokes are one of the lead causes for disability and affects over 1 million people annually. A good portion of them have reported that they have severe trouble with hand function, and the typical rehab process proves to be unsuccessful. This loss of hand function greatly disrupts the daily lives of all these patients, and these disabilities can result in hundreds of thousands of dollars over a lifetime between inpatient care, rehab, and follow-ups.
I'm Madam Tan Siok Ching, right, 58 years old. I can tell you everything is all changed. Initially, I was a very active person. I go here and there, doesn't matter where I go. I can move about easily, do things, even can take out things and cleaning fans and all that. Now I can't do anything. I can't even raise my hand to you.
For family and loved ones, the aftermath of a stroke can be incredibly challenging. Often it's the person closest to the survivor who takes on responsibility for their care and well-being. There is help and support available, but it's a difficult road ahead.
I always go singing in the karaoke. So every time I have free time, I always go out with friends or even lunching with people. But now everything stopped, but occasionally I will do it at times.
The brain is divided into two hemispheres, left and right. The left hemisphere controls the right side of the body, and the right hemisphere controls the left. Strokes often damage only one of the brain's hemispheres, which is why some patients can suffer loss of movement down one side of their body, even though the other side is completely unaffected.
Since no two strokes are the same, the symptoms following the stroke vary based on the person. However, most exhibit behavioral, emotional, and physical challenges. After having a stroke, setting reasonable goals make the transition and rehabilitation easier.
The basic idea in order to enhance typical rehabilitation is to read the signals from the brain using an EEG and using that as an input for a mechanical system that can provide the desired motion. The first step is acquiring a signal from the brain that corresponds with the motion we desire. If a person is trying to move their right hand up, there's a specific impulse generated in the left hemisphere. The goal is to read that impulse by an EEG by placing electrodes in correct locations above the motor and prefrontal cortex. The next step is to process the signal properly. Depending on the goal, this may be difficult or easy, as different impulses are generated in different regions of the brain. The only way to properly determine what the signal means is by performing research and having knowledge of the brain impulses and the locations. It is important to not register noise as an input and obtain as clear readings as possible. After the signal is properly processed, it must lead to a mechanical system that can interpret that information and produce a proper effect. This mechanical output can vary depending on the signal and the goal of the rehabilitative device. This output can be as simple as the assistance of opening and closing a hand or moving fingers.